Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I want to talk about if you are at the end of the year, December 2019, maybe the beginning of 2020, January 2020, and you've experienced rankings drops, and you're probably reading about the November update, you're reading about BERT, you're reading about the Bedlam update, videos which we did, and I'll put the links up here. But you're wondering, maybe these things affected my rankings and I've dropped, because of these things. And I can tell you that the thing that I always say is, just because you've had good rankings in the past doesn't mean that you deserve good rankings in the future. And SEO is something that you should always be looking at what Google is actually rewarding. So one thing that inspired me, I've seen a couple posts very recently in SEO forums. One person was saying that they had dropped and they believe it was because of this November 2019 update. And they were saying, basically we play by the rules, we use only white hat techniques, we optimize our site, we publish all this content like 100 new pages per year, we play by the rules, we do all these things, and we're dropping. Well, all those things are very important, but that doesn't mean that you deserve to continue to rank just because you ranked in the past. And again, in SEO audits where people have reached out and it follows news of it could be, this year, that year, this month, that month, doesn't really matter. People always say, hey, it's this update is what's, killed my rankings. Now, most search engines in general, and Google specifically, they're always trying to find a better way to, interpret what people are actually looking for. But this November 2019 update, the same as the ones that came before in, June and March and of 2019, all these things, when people have reached out to me in the past as well for SEO audits, it's all about interpreting what is going to benefit the majority of people, what are the majority of people looking for when they type this in. Now, it's very possible that in the past, your content, your site satisfied those queries, but it's also very possible that there are other sites or other web pages now that are better results. They're just better results. Maybe it's a combination of things, but it usually boils down to a combination of these factors. The content is more thorough, where people can find the answer that they're looking for more quickly than on your page, or it dives into an interpretation of that query that is relevant to now. Maybe in the past, the search query of this page or the keyword that you were ranking for, it meant one thing, or it was relevant to one aspect of your field. But maybe now, because information has changed, maybe that means something else. And you can really very quickly verify this by looking at the Google search results and seeing what is ranking there. So it's very important to update your content in a way that reflects what people are searching for and what they're expecting to see in the here and now today. So that's one thing that I would do. The other thing that is a combination of this a lot of the times is the design and user experience of your site. Now, over time, you'll see that sites that have about the same type of content, about the same level of quality, cover the same subjects, say the same things, cover the same subjects as other sites, the ones that are better designed, they have better design and better user experience, tend to rise to the top over time if all other factors are equal. Content, backlinks, all those things are equal. The better designed site is going to win over time. So that's something to be aware of. If you look at it objectively, is your site on the same level as the other sites that are ranking above you? And if you can answer honestly in your heart and say, maybe our site needs to be improved, that could be something that helps you down the line as well. The other thing that I notice too when it comes to this, if you experience a rankings drop out of the blue and you think that it has to do with an update, could be to do with certain things that are missing from your content, that are missing from the design of the page. Because remember, the Googlebot, and they have billions of pages to evaluate. So what they're looking for is patterns that seem to correlate with what people are satisfied with. So user signals of how people interact with the page, were they happy with it? If the answer is yes, analyze for certain common elements of that page, and then look for other pages that fit that criteria, have about the same content, have links from the same places or the same types of sites that are in the same category, that are linking to this site. So these are all things that you can look at. It's not necessarily a quick fix. Sometimes it is a fix that requires a bit of effort to improve your content, to improve your design, to improve your link profile, or to improve other signals that are outside of your site in order to get your rankings back up to where they once were. The important thing to remember is anytime that there's a Google update and you drop, it's not necessarily the update that did it. You need to objectively realize that other people are trying to improve their sites all the time. So unless you are doing the same, it's really hard to make that argument that it was the update that did it. You need to be improving your site all the time as well, because your competitors are not resting either. They're trying just as hard or harder, and that is why they're seeing success. So keep that in mind, and remember, billions of pages out there. Your site is one site out of billions and trillions of websites. So please, please don't think that this is easy. Keep at it, keep putting in the effort, and I believe that you will be rewarded. My name is John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO, and I'm here every single day making videos on SEO. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I'll be here tomorrow with a new video, and until next time, peace.